Hi, Abe.
How you doing, Mario?
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Good. Shabbat was good.
Yes,
Okay, that's all you want to know.
rainy, but
Raining.
okay.
Okay, can't help rain. It's good for the grass.
Well, we have to pray one more week for rain, and that's it.
Where are we at?
46.
46. Ooh.
I don't know where they are.
You said 6 o'clock.
Yep. But it's 6:04. Oh,
Okay. Yes.
hello, Amy.
Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. We're on Mem Hey Amid Bays, 45B,
Oh, wow.
near the
Almost
bottom. Huh?
near the bottom, very, very
Right.
bottom. Yeah.
May Street. Haya Oimed Begorein. We're talking about transferring Kedusha of Meister Sheni, which is produce, to money. So Haya Oimed Begorein Ve'en Biyadamos. He's at the granary, at the silo. He wants to transfer the Kedusha to money, but he doesn't have money in his hands. Now, normally, you have to add 20% surtax when you're doing the chilul, but there are ways around that. So if he says, I'm going to give you these fruits as a gift. And I'm going to transfer the Kedusha money that I have at home. So you don't have to pay the extra 20%. Taima de ein biyadamos. That only worked because he didn't have physical money with him. So yesh biyadamos likni lu lidich b'mashicha upari. So if we've been dealing with the issue whether a coin can serve as a vehicle of chalipin, of barter. So let him be koine to his friend the money through Mashiach of the payrolls. Davale Nachri, because his friend is not him, so he doesn't have to pay the choimish. Now, if a coin can be used as chalipin, you can even do it with a kinyan suder, like a handkerchief. Make it very simple. The more it says the Leslie suder. He doesn't have a handkerchief. Niknu nila agav karka. Do the kinyan chalipin with land. The Leslie karka. How could he not have karka? He's at a silo. Begorin shena shalo, it's not his. So the Gemara asked, so the Tana comes up with a case so complicated a guy who doesn't own any land, doesn't have anything, must be a simpler answer. That really you can't use the coin in the vehicle of chalipin. Shmami, no, that's a proof. The Af Rav Papa Hoder Bey. Rav Papa, who initially said that you can use coinage for barter, Rav Papa changed his mind as well. Rav Papa, Tracer Alfi Dini Bechuzoi. There was 12,000 dinoim somebody owed him in Beis Chuzoi. Or he owed money. Akninu, so he gave the repayment to a shaliach, Rav Shmuel Baracha Agavasifa de Beisa. Sort of as an agav kinyan connected to the floor, to the sort of the door frame of his house. So that way he could deal with it by himself, didn't have to act as a shaliach. So he clear that he couldn't be mocked in the ksafim through kinyan chalipin. He had to do it as an agav kinyan to karka. So Kiyasa, when Rav Shmuel Baracha got there, and Rav Papa was so happy that the money made it there in one piece. He went to greet him to be Makabelis Kabul Panav at the city gate. You can't use a coin in a barter deal. And that's why when Rabbi Krause, we sell our chametz, he gives us a handkerchief, or he gives us a pen to hold on to, not a coin, because you can't use coin for chalipin. So, person has workers, donkey drivers, and they want to get paid, and he meets up with them in the market, b'shuk. The Amr l'shulchan, he tells the money changer, Tainli dinner mos, pay them, but give them small money. They are far the same. Bani elalacha, yafa dinner utrisas. I'll pay you back with a larger dinner and a smaller coin as well. I have this money at home. Im yeshlo. Now remember, you can't loan somebody a pound of flour and get a pound of flour back because of the possibility of ribbis. Same thing with coinage. You can't do this. So unless he has flour in his house, so if he has money, yeshlomos mutter. It's not considered a loan, and then if it goes up in value, it's not considered ribbis. The imlav, he doesn't have money at home, osir, because of this ribbis problem. And if you're going to tell me that a coin can't be used as a chalipin, then havalei halva of asr. This thing that he's trying to do with the shulchani isn't just chalipin, because you just said you can't do it with coins. It's a halva, but it's asr to do it like that. So ishtik, Ula was silent, didn't know how to answer. So Amr lay, Rav Abba answered Ula, Dilma Aidi va'Aidi is beprutatois, small money, shonu delek alayutiva. It's not really considered currency, because Aidi va'Aidi peirav. They're both considered fruit. Mishumachi niknu b'chalipin. I can give one person an umbrella. I have an umbrella. Mario has a car. We can do a chalipin, two kalim. Or you could do two fruits. So Amar, so Ula said, yeah, it's correct. Dekanami, diktani, yofa dinner vitritas. V'loktani dinner yofa vitritas. We're not talking about real currency, just value of the coins. Mami, no, it's a good proof. Ravashi Amar Lo'ilam, this is not a chalipin, it's bedomim. And we're talking about prutatois. We're talking about with copper coinage. Why can't you? There's a problem. You can't do the halva. saw b'saw. Well, even the Islay, since he has this money, the zon nasik oimer alveni achiyavu b'niu achem tzat mefteach. Meaning, the reason why there's a loophole by saw b'saw, lending somebody a pound of flour and you get a pound of flour back, because if you already have flour, you just don't have access to it. I need it temporarily until my son gets back with the key to my machsan. That's not considered a real loan, and therefore there's no ribis. Toshma. Kolanaisa domim ba'acher. Kivin shezochazen is chayev zeh b'chalipin. And what does that mean? What does this mean? Kolanaisa domim ba'acher. We're talking about matbeya. He must be talking a coin. And if you can switch it between the two parties, obviously you're using a coin for chalipin. Shmami no matbeya nasa chalipin. Amirachi kama. No. Kolanishum domim ba'acher. If you assess something's value when you barter it, things that are metaltalin, kivin shezochazen is chayv zeh b'chalipin. Mario has a car, and I have an umbrella, and Mario's at my house. The moment Mario does an act of hagbah on my umbrella, I already own the car. That if I have an ox in one field, somebody has a cow in another field, we have a kinyan in those items the moment one person does mashicha on one of the items. Mami, no? That we're talking about metaltalin items and not money itself. The avamina was that it was money. What was the lashon? Why? My ketzad. Why did we think that it was money? Achikama. Perinami avdi chalipin. Fruit also can serve as the vehicles of barter. Ketzad hichliv shor b'porach chomer b'shor. Ha nichliv Rav Sheshet shomer per avdi chalipin. Not everybody holds that fruit can make chalipin. El Rav Nachman Damar kli in avla peri lo avdi chalipin. My ketzad. Then what? How do you explain it? Meaning, I specifically in my examples, when I mention an umbrella and a car, both of those are kelim. So Rav Sheshet holds that you can use. Rav Nachman holds I can only use kelim. I may not use peiros b'chalipin. So how does this achikama yesh damim shein kechalipin? Sometimes when I acquire, let's say, an old coin, it's like chalipin. Hichlif dmei shor b'por dmei chamer b'shar. We're talking about the value. My time to Rav Nachman that you can only use a kli. Sover lo Rav Yochanan, Shom Rav Yochanan. Dvar Torah ma'us kons. Rav Yochanan holds that when I go into a store and I buy something, I give money. The moment I gave money, the kinyan's over. And the seller cannot go back on it. Midnei amru mishicha koina and not money. The fact that the Chachamim made a gzeira to say money does not serve as a kinyan, I got to do mashicha, because if I go to a warehouse to buy wheat, and I give the guy money, and now the wheat belongs to me, and then a fire breaks, he's not gonna care anymore for the wheat in his attic. A fire's gonna break out, the wheat's all gonna burn up. So Chazal made a takana, I have to take possession of the wheat, then I give the money. Otherwise, you might get stiffed. So, milsa de shchicha gazer be'erba. This gzeira is by regular purchase transactions. About milsa de lo shchicha lo gazer rabona. That means a kinyan where you're being koina metaltalin with money of the value, money value of a metaltalin. That's not very muchly, and therefore the din goes back to din Torah, and once I pay money, I acquire it. Now, Reish Lakish Omer Mashiach Mefreshes B'nat Torah. Reish Lakish learns opposite than Rav Yechma. Really, Kinyan B'nat Torah is Mashiach. And most, when you give money, it's not koine. Ani chasaverla Rav Sheshes. If he was like Rav Sheshes, that Kinyan, that payros can serve as chalipin. So metaritz like Rav Sheshes. So the Baraisa can be explained like Rav Sheshes. That number one, payros cannot serve as one of the stadium of chalipin, and you're not coining with money itself. How is he metaritz? So al korcha Rav Sheshes. That's the only way. It's not. Call a metatalin koinim zedzeh. I can acquire metatalin. Afilu kis molimos bekis molimos. Somebody has a purse with money, and I have a purse with money. We can acquire each other's. Well, l'chora, how are you doing that? You're doing it with chalipin, and yet you're using money. Tirgem ravacha bediner anka va'anigra. Nah, this is like an asimon, like a token. You're talking about coins that are puzzle. They're not considered money. The only value they have is the value of the metal. Echad shepasos malchus. The king made a declaration he can't use this money anymore. And echad shepasos Medina. This city said it's not good anymore. But for example, another city was good. Why do I need both cases of pasla malchus and pasla Medina? Once the melech abolishes that currency, it's not worth anything anywhere. But if Los Angeles passed it, but San Francisco didn't, would still consider money. And you would not be able to do this transaction because coinage cannot be used as a barter. Medina, if I would have only told the case where the city passed it, Mishum de Slagi lay there. Lobitzin and Lobitfarhesia. The people of that city are not going to use it no matter what. I guess the black market worked when the king abolished it and people would still use money. And maybe Emakati Madbeya would be considered a Madbeya. How would this transaction work? So Tzricha had to be told in both cases. Okay. We're going to stop here. Navi tonight, 8 o'clock. And tomorrow night will be at 8 o'clock, the Daf Yomi.